Been talking to Adam and a couple of guys. They've talked about some guys that are standing out in terms of depth, maybe a backup guy, and they're pretty young. But how is it shaking out in terms of like guys fitting in at center, guys fitting in at tackle? I mean, or are you finding guys fitting better at certain positions, or is it just kind of offensive linemen are all standing out right now?
Well, some guys are separating themselves at particular positions. And, we're going to continue to ask a few guys to play multiple positions because, our ultimate goal is to put the best five out there. And I've said that numerous times before. But along with that, you got to find those 8 or 9 guys who are truly going to be contributors here this upcoming season. And they may have to fit in at a multitude of positions. So there are some guys who are a little bit more solidified at one position in particular. But the thing I appreciate about them is I've had multiple people come up and say, hey, coach, can I start taking some reps at guard? Can I start taking a few more reps at tackle? And I think now beginning to understand that there are roles that do need to be filled, and if they have that opportunity to fill them, then they're going full steam ahead. So I do appreciate their willingness and their want to in that regard.
Football is kind of the saying, but also at the same time, each coach has their own techniques, their own coaching types, or ways that they coach a position. And you've kind of got this group who's in this transition between, Coach Dickey and then you coming in here. How have you handled that? And have you said like, hey, we're gonna throw everything aside, mix it in? I mean, what's been your balance on that?
Well, there does have to be a little bit of balance because there's guys who've had 30-plus starts within this program. There are a few things that Coach Dickey and I are a little bit different on, and that's typical. I'm not going to say that one way is the right way or the wrong way. I do believe there's a particular way that fits into our system that's a little more conducive to the things that we want to do, that guys are adjusting to. They're very willing to it. They're very open. And you're beginning to see, here as we get into practice 10, 11, and so on, you're beginning to see a little bit of that transition.